very troubled development, and especially where Sierra was at that time, it just was, by that time the company had been sold and they're moving in different directions, and it sounded like things kind of got rebooted and whatnot. So yeah, not a easy time for Sierra in that game. So
did you read what Mike said too?
Yeah. So
cool. Okay.
Yeah, the part.
Thank you, Mike.
A bunch of amazing people he's met because of Twitch. And Tooch.
Twitch and Tooch.
Yeah. You haven't played all of Mask of Eternity, have you?
I have not.
Yeah.
The games became pretty unplayable. So it was too bad because there was so much excitement about getting a new King's Quest. And then so many disappointments with that game. It's more of a, watch someone play it as a novelty. I don't even think you can run.
What?
Successfully on the Windows.
Oh, you mean to get it?
Yeah, to get it. You can't run. No. Get it to run. And the graphics were just so god awful.
Early 3D. I think I read something it's talking about 2D games which made a successful jump to 3D, and there's some that you think about, like Mega Man, classic as 2D, did not make the transition to 3D well. Mm-hmm. But then you do have like Metroid, very much 2D, but I think they skipped the N64 era and went to GameCube, and so Metroid Prime looks pretty decent.
Okay, there you go. Just in case it's low.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything else, because I was able to grab one of these pictures and place it, but I'm kind of wondering if there's something else.
So you can grab a picture and place it.
I was able to grab one.
Okay.
So I'm just checked because it was down here.
Okay.
So that was one that actually said, okay, hey, I'll let you grab this one for reasons.
Is it in the right frame?
I don't know. Just randomly click on stuff.
Yeah, if we don't see the hand, we are going to assume we can't grab it.
Yeah, maybe I need to just go find something else with one of those other symbols.
Or maybe there was some
there's something
clue
else
in one of the rooms that we didn't.
I'll keep looking. Okay. All right, we're just going to keep on, searching around. And, okay.
So we still have to place one more picture. What was that picture, by the way? Can you go back to it real quick? The one picture you did place. I just wanted to take a look at it.
It was kind of like the little flames.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Wasn't there?
Oh, they put it back.
Gone.
Oh, okay.
So it was a flame symbol. Like is there an eye symbol? A yin and a yang?
I'm not seeing anything else that looks similar, because we saw similar symbols last week. And I'm not saying, there's something like, okay, that looked like down in the gardens. Mm-hmm. That's the only one I was able to see that could I grab or do anything with, unless I completely missed something, but yeah. Bridge.
Okay.
So.
Maybe it'll make more sense if we wander, I don't know.
Yeah, because
Is it in your inventory?
We can now have a lot more things in our inventory.
Oh, yeah. We haven't clicked on that thing.
Oh, wow. Do we get to pick up Celeste and carry her around in her pocket? Maybe everybody's very, very small right now. That's why we're not finding them.
Okay, do these things behind here, those are just paint easels, right?
Maybe.
Okay. Man, that's cool, too. Just the way that I love the background and the graphics of this game.
Okay, art classroom.
It's really cool. Games that use pre-rendered backgrounds with 3D models in the early 3D era did it right. really wish The Longest Journey can get a proper remake. Dreamfall, The Longest Journey aged much better graphically.
Yeah. I think with Dreamfall, similar to Quest for Glory 5, that they did a lot of those pre-rendered ones, and so it wasn't be able to zoom into stuff, and it looked all wonky, and so those looked pretty decently versus early 3D, which is...
We played Dreamfall, The Longest Journey, Dreamfall, right? It was it The Longest Journey, Dreamfall one? Was it? It was just called...
or do you mean Dreamfall Chapters?
Dreamfall Chapters. We played Dreamfall Chapters on the stream because it's probably been about 4 years now since we did that. Dreamfall Chapters, which is the finale, exactly. We played that one as well. I've said many times, kind of like, what if we play The Longest Journey? And Chad's like, we've already both beat it.
It's a great game.
It is a good game, no doubt about it. I just don't know.
We'd have to probably spend at least a month on that.
What feels like Dreamfall's Chapters was just a year or two ago, actually.
I can take a look. I remember it was like I think we completed it in like January or something.
Yeah, I've got the videos. It took us like
it was a good number of streams,
2 months or something to play through Dreamfall
I think
Chapters.
At least 5 streams.
Yeah,
more. Lengthy game.
He's saying 5 streams. I like I said, I've got all the streams of that era, so I could tell you when we did Dreamfall.
What dreams?
But if you like Dreamfall, Medicine Hat, you might like The Longest Journey.
Yeah, those were all... Dreamfall definitely was one of those rare blessings of a great adventure game during that kind of beginning of the dark period when it came to adventure games. And I just wish, especially during the knots, I had gone back and played more like LucasArts games, because I did not play nearly enough of those. So it wasn't actually until the last couple of years I started getting more to some of those games, like playing the Indiana Jones games or Loom or things like that.
Is there really? That's cool. So here's our physical copy. I've played it. My kids have all played it. Chad's played it, and it survives. At least we have the booklet that came with it.
Should be in the 3 or 4 CDs.
We could drop the kitty time for this one if you want to. You can't play The Longest Journey without Scum VM properly anymore. It will screw with the desktop font after quitting. Additionally, there's an HD patch that looks amazing. So here's The Longest Journey. The reason why it's called The Longest Journey, because it's a very long adventure game. It is... it's easily, you think, oh, this is the end, and it's not. Inside the box. So the box was just a simple, you take that, honey? 3
You even had gatefold
discs. One's probably the install disc. No, there was, wait, hold on.
Are we missing one disc?
Uh-oh, maybe it's on the bottom of the box.
Oh, yeah, good. Whew. I swore I had all of them.
Okay, there we go. So it was 4 discs, actually.
Oh, and the receipt.
And then we have the receipt, so we can tell you what year. 2002.
Huh.
I would love to have Toonstruck. So it's just a really basic, simple setup. I always get The Longest Journey.
Yeah. I had that with Toonstruck.
Which I never played.
Reached the end of the game that said insert disc 2. Yeah, and that was interesting that we played Toonstruck. She had played it before, and then I finally we played it recently, not too long ago.
Yeah.
And it was
couple months
interesting
ago.
reading about the history of it, and it kind of opened up for another game that it would cost like $8 million, which was a lot for a game at that time. And so, yeah, it had gone over budget by probably quite a bit.
I would really
And
like to
so
see them do Turn Struck
So
again.
they did end up
too.
having to cut out about a third of the game, which then was kind of like, this could be a sequel, but it didn't
It
sell
never
enough
got
to
off
make
the
it.
ground. So I always get The Longest Journey, which I never played, mixed up with the Journeyman Project, which I did. Too many journeys.
Yeah, Journeyman Project I have not played.
So, yeah, and like I said, I've played it. Chad's played it. My kids have all played it. It was our big game, and it only cost us like $19
Yeah, it's at $20
at
here,
the time where we got it. From what?
Hastings.
Borders? Hastings.
Is that Hastings on it? Probably
So-
still has the, even has the Hastings label on it. See?
Oh, yeah,
That was
there
a
we
classic
go.
Hastings. Hastings was an entertainment store that, just another victim of, the digital age. They sold books, movies, games. They rented movies. So that was probably one of the earlier places where I'd sometimes rent movies. I remember getting Hero's Quest from there. So Longest Journey is far the better game. Journeyman Project was meh in my humble.
I don't think I've never played that, so I don't know.
Yeah. That's only 2.5 on Steam. Wow.
Longest Journey is only 2.5 on Steam. Or Journeyman Project.
Yeah.
But be clear which one.
Yeah. Might be only worth. I mean, like this
Honestly,
game, it did install it
99
via
cents.
CD, but then there was also like 99 cents for this game on Steam. So like, that probably does make it a little easier.
Yeah.
Plus, it has the integration. and
2
so that's
months.
kinda cool.
I predict if we played The Longest Journey, we'd have the stream occupied for 2 months.
Yeah, you watch somebody stream. Hey, Manuel. You end up watching somebody play through the game, and they knew what they were doing, so it was pretty much straight through, and it was still like a 13 or 14-hour stream. That was knowing what they were doing. So it was sometimes like, I think there's at least 13 chapters in the game or something too. So
They didn't show this.
I did.
The inside of the box. So that's actually pretty cool. Anyway, we go. Question for chat from Mike King.
Okay.
It's probably
Mike.
like, what is your major malfunction?
Question.
No, I'm nuts.
Okay, we are over here.
We also had Siberia 1, and we had Siberia 2 and 3.
3. Do you have 3 on the Switch?
3 is on the Switch, and Siberia 2, we have the boxes for 1 and 2. We never did get a box for 3. So, what is your question, Mike Cade? I got one for you too, Mike Cade.
This floating ball doesn't seem to
And-
do anything when I touch it.
What is your major malfunction?
Casey, my raven, you stole my fire. I couldn't get the mouse away from Chad.
Yeah. I only made it through the first, which is also getting a remake.
So the first Siberia 1 is getting a remake. There are definitely some things about Siberia 1 that could definitely
What is it?
warrant
Kate Walker?
a remake. And honestly, you wouldn't leave that game without saying Kate Walker. What is it, Kate Walker?
Dang it, Otto.
Okay, here we go.
Do you think that stores like Electronics Boutique could come back? And if so, would they be successful?
Nowadays,
I mean, there still is, well, isn't it like EB Games or something like that?
retroly.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely retro shops, and I'm hoping those are doing okay, but I think those are kind of more-
Commercially, no.
yeah, I think on a more ma and pa shop level of things, and there's even a mall that we went into that was kind of reminded me of like a Hastings could have been in a way, because it was still a lot of physical media that they had, like old games. They even had back to Atari 2600 games and some newer stuff like Xbox and Wii. Lots of movies on DVDs and Blu-ray and stuff like that, and other things like, you know, the Funko Pop heads and whatnot. So there's that mix between the old and new stuff. But you do have things like GameStop and whatnot that I wouldn't be surprised if their days are going to be a little more numbered. And you even go in them and you notice it's not just the games, but also they have a lot. It's more of the swag and stuff like that. Like, oh, here's t-shirts and stuff like that. So
I also remember software, etc. So did we not know that Siberia 1 is getting a remake released next month?
Oh.
I did not know that.
I did not.
And I would be interested in playing Siberia 1 on the channel just to see the remake, because I've played Siberia and beat it. I don't know that Chad has completed it completely.
No, I've done like the first two, not the third one.
Okay, so you did do Siberia on your own? It wasn't on stream, obviously.
No, this would have been years
The chat
ago.
is paused due to a scroll. So GameStop.
So, yeah, might be lamenting an old EB and GameStop, because I think they ended up merging, like so many companies do, you know. For operational efficiencies, we're going to merge together and save all this money in the future while you spend all this time cutting jobs and and all this time and effort trying to merge the companies.
Tell me about it.
So
There's a uniqueness when you walk into a store like that. It was cool too, and I can see why Mike misses it.
yeah, and there were some others like. Actually, let me take a look at Gabriel Knight 3, if I bought that as software, etc., or if that was Hastings. I just had to turn around.
All right, I just want you to turn around on my foot, especially since a lot of chairs swinging all over the place.
Okay.
So I definitely be willing to play Siberia, and I liked it. I think if Medicine Hat hasn't played Siberia, because Medicine Hat is our primary adventure liker for the channel, if he hasn't tried it, he would really like to watch it too.
Yep. Software, etc., where I bought Gabriel Knight 3 on November 18th, 1999.
Yeah.
For $49.99.
I do enjoy them, and I haven't played a lot, though. Okay. So, would you want to see that on the channel? I haven't got a game next, so knowing that there's a remake, that makes me think maybe we should do that one. Okay.
Maybe Kate will be a little stiff, you know, in her walking, not her attitude.
Kate Walker.
She's a lawyer.
Kate Walker.
There's a few things like, hi, you're on the middle of nowhere, of like some...
train station. Is that what you're thinking? Or the desert?
No, it's like the town she's in. She's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. She still has cell reception, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they never quite explained that, did they? Well, let's get through Keepsake.
It doesn't seem to do anything.
Oh,
And when is that remake coming out, Web?
Gigantic ball is.
I don't have a way. I mean, I guess I get on my phone and check. November 6th.
okay. Not
Cool.
a month.
I mean, honestly, not. I still think we've got another stream of Keepsake. I really do.
We'll see. Either that or we need to
Do you need to ramp it up, or
start trying to figure out what we need to do.
I'm cool with going at this pace, but I'm sure Webb would like us to move it on.
Do you have any hints? You know, like, go in this direction.
Yeah, that might help us move it on.
We haven't really done too much today.
And Mike, I get it though. I get your nostalgia for GameStop, or for EB,
For me, it's
and
Hastings
for
Entertainment.
Software. Borders had their own game thing. Borders is gone. Electronic books like Kindles and digital killed a lot of this kind of stuff.
I think more,
Especially
not
with
as
more
much
books.
with books, but definitely with games, with music, very much so.
Very much so.
Now it's kind of like you actually see physical release. It's interesting. You see a lot more of LPs being sold these days.
I think it's also, it's going to be interesting that when in the last hour we've had no progress, so we can easily stretch 4 weeks.
Doing my worst.
This is our stream. This is what happens when we get to rambling on.
Rainbow Worm.
This drawer is locked. And the keys I have unlock it.
Okay, so we need to find a key that will unlock that box.
This drawer is locked, and none of the keys I have.
Zach,
Screwdriver, there seems to be some place to
just
take off the lock.
yeah, I just undid the hinges.
I'm resilient enough to do something like that.
Yeah. Is there anything else on these? Lots of fun knickknacks. Scroll. Here's their mail system. Yeah. The key hiding in here, kind of like in Colonel's Bequest, that you hide the key in the cannon.
Seems like if that's the case, then you would be dropping the bottle, but she doesn't want to touch it at all. So don't be discouraged. Please continue to keep talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. We are here for the next 3 hours. 3.5
And you are
hours.
saved.
Floating ball doesn't seem to do anything.
I never claimed that.
Yeah. Well, maybe those brownies should have saved the Willow TV show.
Especially if you are actually trying to, solve the observatory puzzle without skipping. Well, I think that he's going to need to at least be done within the next 3 weeks, because we know that codename Iceman is going to play on November the 9th.
The 8th.
The 8th is the Extra Life Saturday.
Yeah.
The 9th.
Seems like to play.
No.
things.
That's LOZ only, and then the next day is Adventure. That's what I was thinking. His and her LOZ challenges.
So we might try to see if we can get a little further through Codename Iceman. As I mentioned earlier, there's an awful gambling sequence you cannot save scum through. And so it's either ignore that part and just take maybe a harder route because we don't have, what you can win, or I try to maybe go find a save game or something like that somebody else did. Actually, I can maybe even look through my old floppy disks and see if I had any old saves there.
So you voiced your sadness to the wifey last night because it's my favorite month of the year, which I know. And you can't and don't have the time to play Resident Evil games like I like.
Nice.
No, not nice. Sad.
I mean, saying the Resident Evil games. Yeah, like her oldest son wants to be playing kind of things like that, or Silent Hill or whatever, which his own wifey doesn't maybe like as much, or maybe she doesn't like the jump scares.
Also, they have kids, so talk about time.
Yeah, maybe not so much of things
Well,
that.
one of the kids had a lot of time on their hand to destroy their grandparents' TV sets, so they got their hands full.
Yeah, I've been, for me, this month has been a lot about, it's playoff times for baseball, which is time I like to watch the most. And also Halloween, I've been decorating and been watching primarily a bunch of old Universal horror monster movies. So everything I've watched so far has been from the 1930s.
It almost feels like you're growing. Mike, not being facetious or anything, but it almost feels like when you're grown up, like you get that first job and you realize you don't have all the time in the world anymore, and that sleeping until 2 in the afternoon on Saturdays and Sundays isn't an option. You know?
I have to go to Burger King.
I got to go to work. And unfortunately, it's that same kind of sadness, you know? It's that same kind of sadness feel about it, you know? What do you want to do? You want to eat? Or do you want to... Or do you want to be sitting out on the street with a sign saying, I wish I could play video games and work for food? Chad. Nice.
Yeah.
Chad.
So the movies I've watched so far have been... No, I don't have my phone with me. We watched 1935, The Raven, which has Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff. There was The Black Cat from the year prior. Also had both those actors in it. 1932 version of The Mummy with Boris Karloff. And one more. Oh, Dracula's Daughter. And I think that was from like 1936.
Oh, is that the one? Well, obviously the female is the antagonist, and I don't think it has. Does it have like Bela Lugosi in it and stuff? No.
No.
And then
Because
they also
he's
do a
dead.
Spanish version of it.
That was the original Dracula. So the 1931 Dracula was interesting because they did two versions. They used the same sets, but they had one version that one crew would record it and it was in English, and then they'd have a different cast and they record it in Spanish. And so it was interesting to see it. So it was effectively still the same sets, but different directors, different cast, and different languages. So it wasn't like one movie with... and that was probably pretty interesting at that time, because if it had been just a couple of years prior and they just had... if it had been a silent movie, all they would have had to have done is change the... what are they called? Placards or the title
text,
cards or something like that.
The title cards.
So they could have changed that out for different countries and stuff like that.
Okay, speaking of, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Sophie. Sophie's out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So we spent most of the time just trying to re-navigate and remember where to go, and kind of verifying that the patch is working well. I'm not seeing the tearing. We haven't had any crashes so far, so that's been cool. So for other movies I plan on watching, have to watch Young Frankenstein every year. Last couple of years on Halloween night, I watch also the original Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, and just putting those back to back is generally just about perfect for the amount of time for trick-or-treaters. And every October 30th I watch The Crow. I've probably watched that movie more than any other movie. Just perfect for, that time of the year. And there's definitely a couple of other ones, like some Todd Browning films. I got like a special collection with a couple more Todd Browning movies, like Freaks, and I think there was another one called The Mystic, and one other one. So some of those I haven't seen before, and I'll probably go watch some of those. Maybe I'll even watch something a little more modern, like one of the Saw movies or something. We'll see. I also have some other Boris Karloff movies I'm maybe going to go and try to watch. Been a variety of other kind of the classic monster movies last year. I finally watched all three of the Creature of the Black Lagoon movies. Those were still in black and white, but they were in the 1950s, and those were probably better done movies. I think a little more professional, more background. The plots are actually a little more cohesive. So in certain ways, those are better movies than a lot of the other kind of classic and better known films of the time. Because if you think about it, the original Dracula and Frankenstein came out like 1931, and so by the time that
Doesn't seem to do anything when I touch it.
So by the time that the Creature of the Black Lagoon movies came out in the 50s, that's 20-some years later. So a lot of improvements could have been done with films and how to make films and the photography. And even though those were still in black and white, I mean, there was color, but there were still black and white films going up through even the 60s, I think. Night of the Living Dead, that was also still black and white. I think that was later 60s, but that might have also been a budgetary constraint as well. I would not be surprised if it was just cheaper to do black and white versus a color.
What the?
Oh, hello, Al. Ooh,
Come back here, thief!
Dave.
What's going on?
Follow that owl! He stole the caretaker's circlet!
Oh, now something's happening.
Whoa! Did you see that?
Did it just explode?
He went right through the wall.
Hurry up! Let's try to follow it!
Are you crazy? He could have set up a trap for us on the other side.
Finally, progress.
No time to debate. Let's go.
Yes. Not trying to make things too purposely slow, but all right, new area.
The owl anymore.
Is it Hootie the Owl? Maybe that owl from the Tootsie Roll Pop. Oh,
I found it.
there's a circlet.
Hey, we finally made some progress.
I wouldn't have gone far without my circlet.
Is this truly yours?
It's the ghost!
Okay there, Scooby.
Again? Why don't you leave us alone?
Jeez.
Maybe he's trying to help us. Webb says we made some progress.
We got here.
Okay.
What's going on?
I don't know. It feels like we aren't going anywhere.
Round and round.
There is no time to waste, yours, for I am in dire need of help.
Whatever, you're dead.
How does the sound when we've got the voice acting going on in the background? I didn't even check it this morning.
Who or what are you exactly?
Ghost.
I am Grandmaster Nightingale, one of the founders of this academy.
Okay. This
Might
winter
want
all
to be
together, dude.
respectful there.
But you're a ghost.
It is true that my body died, but my spirit still lingers in the school I built with my very own.
Kind of like Nicholas Flamel. Of course, without like John Cleese's.
Bum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-bum 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 bum bum. Ba-dum ba-bum ba-bum. Ba-dum ba-bum
I'm
ba-bum
not a
bum.
student yet.
Well then.
Well, hurrah!
For in your heart you have all that it takes to become a great scholar.
How do you know my name?
I believe you have questions.
We didn't write that into the script.
And time is precious right now.
You said earlier you were in dire
You
need.
said earlier that you were in dire need of help, Master Nightingale. Can you tell me more?
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Every time my spirit is awakened, it is because of an imbalance in the magical flux surrounding my academy.
Well, we do have some pills for those.
What? You lost me.
Way to go, Zach.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And if someone without the appropriate knowledge attempts to use these artifacts, the whole school can be destroyed.
So that could be bad?
I'm thinking.
Why?
If only I knew which item was
Cool glowing orb.
it would give us more insight into
Maybe you shouldn't have had that stuff around.
Well, I mean, it's the kind of thing as Hogwarts. Why would they have the Sorcerer's Stone hanging around and all the Horcruxes that throughout the rest of the games?
know this. Are you the one who broke the magic?
Well,
Yes, but only because Nathaniel forced me to.
You kind
I
of
was
hides.
hiding behind her dress.
I saw it in a vision.
He's tripping ball.
Is that it? Was the orb the only item removed from the chest?
Oh, and some Pokemon cards.
Answer.
Uh-oh, liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yes, I swear it's the only thing I touched.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I'm going back to bed.
Situation is not as dangerous as I thought. Nonetheless, you have to retrieve this artifact and place it back where it belongs, Zach Nightingale. For only you can open this chest.
No, there's a couple problems with that. It's called 4 paws and no posable finger.
Maybe you have to hold Zach and kind of use his paws to grab it.
Why is Zach the only one who can open the chest?
Why is Zach the only one who can open the chest?
Because nightingales are awesome.
Aside from a few
He's a descendant of a nightingale family.
descendant of the Nightingale family has the power.
So he's like his great uncle,
Are you
grandfather,
sure it's not
uncle.
dangerous?
Oh, completely dangerous.
I placed magical protection on this chest myself, so I can assure you that it will bring no.
That's why the headmaster had Zach open it, because he couldn't
Nathaniel
open
wanted
it.
me to open it. Not because it was dangerous, but because he couldn't do it himself.
Yeah.
What if someone else tries to open it?
Yeah.
No one else should even consider trying it, for they would be trapped in a powerful spell.
Oh boy.
I'll do my best to get the artifact back under the protection of the chest, Master Nightingale.
Can you explain to us what powers the orb has?
I cannot reveal such information to students, but I will tell you how to handle it safely. The most important thing to remember is to never come directly in contact with the orb.
Unless you're
Wrap
Zach.
it up or something.
Zach handed it, right?
Make certain you never touch it with your bare hands.
Didn't he reach in with his bare
Gave me
hands?
the same warning before I opened the chest.
Oh, okay.
Also, if someone should use the item, do not grab them in the hope it will break the spell, for it could prove to be deadly for both the user and you.
Oh, no, we haven't died in this game.
The only
Well,
time you should do this is if other lives are in danger due to the use of the orb.
again, I question why they had
What else
this
can you
hanging
stop
around the
someone
school.
from using it then?
There are some magical spells that can be used as
Remain patient.
This orb requires almost perfect concentration.
I've got to concentrate. I've got to concentrate.
Just wait for the person to break contact with the orb. Then take it away while recovering from using the orb's power.
Do you have any idea where Nathaniel, the principal of this school, is?
I have not seen anyone alive in this school since I was awoken.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they're all like sleeping.
There are some rooms to which I do not have access. The sanctuary is one of these, and probably the room where all the students and school staff could be at the same time.
The sanctuary? Where's that?
The gateway leading there is on the wall.
Conveniently. Might be
Good.
marked with the word gateway.
Are you the only one who can see it? The only thing I see is a plain wall with some part of a metal frame.
Oh, that's not the gateway.
See the portal when the protection spell is deactivated.
Okay, can you deactivate it then?
Protection spell mechanism is a small room on top of the magical stairs, along with the chest Zack opened.
So maybe we have to have the cat open the chest. With the
But we can't climb them.
Zack cat.
gonna come down
Zach's
to
like,
Zach.
ah, dang it.
Well, it could when Nathaniel came with me to get the orb, but it won't let me anymore.
It's because the magical protection doesn't recognize you in your altered form. You will have to revert to your human appearance to be able to access this room.
Do you know how we can change Zach back to human?
Do you know how we can change Zack back to human?
Unfortunately, I have not used magic for centuries.
That's convenient out.
Knowledge has faded from my memory, and I cannot recall the incantations anymore.
Zach, you're pretty screwed.
Continue your research to find the stolen orb. I will focus on finding a way to change Zack back to human.
You spoke of a portal activation spell earlier. Can you tell me more about it?
The only one who can open the portal leading to the sanctuary is the Academy's principal.
Convenient.
But there's one exception to this rule that even he doesn't know about.
A descendant?
Teachers have an emergency
Okay.
way to open it.
How?
The teachers have 4 special items that I believe are hidden.
Wow, well they just,
Puzzle time.
Once you find these items, go up the magical stairs inside the small room and place the items in the proper alcoves. The portal will then appear and grant you access to the sanctuary.
How do you know all of this?
Did you already forget that I built this school with my friend, Winter Owl?
Do you know where the teachers hid the items we must find?
Security reasons. Precious items are lost in the shade.
Thanks. No thanks.
All right.